Hello there. I promised everybody an update, and here it is. I'm going to kind of slide this across because it's fairly large. It's not pleated yet, so there it is from side to side. That's one side of it. That's the good side. This is the underside. This is all slow stitched piecework. This is the peplum. And it's that Trixie fabric. So it's a satiny fabric. The fabric itself, before it's sewn on to the interfacing, here it is, pulling it out of the bag. It's this stuff. I don't know if you can quite see my hand through that. But it's sheer enough that when I put it on the back of my hand, I can see my hand through it. I don't know, my hand's fairly... Let me see, I'll shift this a little bit. Maybe you can get a better look at this. I can see my hand through that. I know, my skin's almost as white as my skin's about 3 shades darker than Spike. Looking down at it, I can see where my fingers are and stuff on this. So that's what the Trixie satiny fabric is. And let me put this back in its little scrap bag here. This is what I use for scrap bags. Yeah, I know. This plastic, I got a bunch of them a couple of years back, and I save them and use them because wasting plastic just is not good. So here this is. It will be a support on the back side of a petticoat bodice, so it will all get pleated and stick out just a little bit like that much. Let's see, I could pleat about and put pins in and pleat about 5 of these real quick here. Show you how this works. Two, three. That's 4. Okay, that one's wide. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th pleat, which is about all fit on one of these sides. And I'm doing them this far apart. Now this will give you an idea of the difference between the sizes. So this is how long it is unpleated. Compare it to my shoulder width. You know, it's like 3 inches more than my shoulder width. The pleated side is 3/4 of my shoulder width. And they're just, you know, if I compare the pins to my hand, you know, I put 4 fingers behind there, behind that pleat. You can see they're only about from the beginning of one pleat to the end of the next pleat is 3 inches. It's not very far. But I will pleat the other half with pins, and I will whip stitch down my pleats and secure them. And it will make the right curve As you can see, it's making a curve there. It will make the right curve to go around the back and just over the hips, just over the hip bones on the front. And that will make the sides and the back of the skirt of the petticoat bodice stick out just a little bit. At any rate, let me go through here and do the same pleating on the other side. 5 of them. This is the type of work I do. And at the point where I'm at now, I probably have 18, 20 hours of stitching work on this done. Well, no, that's not right. 2 6-hour and an 8-hour. That's 20. And I still have to do this edging. And then there will be the bodice to make. 2, 3. 2 more here. 4. 5. Well, let's see how even these are across this. The only one that's off is that one right there. All the others match, so I'll move that one. See if that's a little bit of balance there. So I'm just pleating these by eye. I'm not like carefully measuring them. I have been making Renaissance clothing by hand for about 40 years now. Let's see. 79 to 89, 89 to 99, 99 to 109, 109 to 119. Yeah, okay, 45 years. 45 years. Now, see, I moved that one, and now I can see that this other one's off. Because these are matching, and that one's off now. I've got to move it over. See how close that is. They don't have to be exact because the 2 sides of my body aren't exactly the same. But they need to be close enough that they look close to symmetrical. And I'm going to call that good enough. And I'm going to whip stitch them. There's little stitches on each of these. Come on, hand. I'll show you my stitches here. I'll whip stitches. which are just enough to secure the pleat in place. Now this waits to go on to the petticoat bodice. And except for the interfacing on this is all secondhand. The thread was gotten its scrap. The bias tape was gotten its scrap. Yes, I know my head's cut off in this. The satin came from a friend. They're leftovers from her work. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more of these to do before I get this full curve of my little support on the back of my petticoat skirt. I don't think you'd be interested in watching me sew all those right now, so I will just put those back up here and say thank you for watching this little blurb of a video. And I hope you enjoy your slow stitching if that's what you do. This is part of my working with what I have to make my Ren Fair gowns for this year. And each outfit has 4 layers. So, chemise or shift, petticoat with a bodice, kirtle, which is like a sleeveless gown that you can tie the sleeves onto. It's an undergown. And then an overgown that usually has either a short puff sleeve or a hanging sleeve on it. So, I'm working on stuff. Cold weather here, and I'm working on stuff. Hope you have a nice day. Bye.